Good morning, everybody. It is December 19th, 2020. It's been 90 days since I started this journey. It's been an interesting one so far. I've had ups and downs and everything, and throughout it all, you've been here watching this with me and seeing how we're going. And it's been interesting. So, thank you very much for your support. Thanks for tuning in and watching this every week. I also want to thank everybody for the suggestions and recipes and things and ideas that I didn't have, and some of them have worked, some of them have not, and we all knew that going forward. But it's always good to try things and see if that works for you. In this case, we had a lot of good ideas that did help, and thank you very much for your support so far. So this is just the beginning, and we've had some excellent results so far. So thank you very much again, guys, and let's go ahead and get started. I want to talk about something that kind of, I think, plays into this, and I want to talk about where I'm coming from, like my history as a person, and why I got into this situation in the first place. So the first thing you really want to remember is that when I was young, my family did not have a lot of money. So we ate a lot of carbs, low protein, low vegetable diets. There were some things I didn't want to eat because I do not like vegetables, but there are some that I really like and I eat them almost every day now. So that's something that's changed. Other things that I want to consider there is that we would eat more in times of plenty. So when I was a kid, we ate less because we were poor. But as we got a little more financially stable, as my family grew and time went on, in high school we became a little bit more financially stable, and I ate more because of that. Additionally, I was outside more. I worked construction. I was toting brick and block during the summer, and then during the fall I was playing football, and in the spring I was playing tennis, and during the winter during the breaks I'd go to tennis lessons and stuff. So I was very active, and I didn't eat very well. In hindsight, something that I should have done better was eat more vegetables and more protein, less carbs in those days. We didn't have a very good perception on how to eat. You're feeding a family of 4, 2.5 pounds to a pound of chicken breast is not enough food for everybody. You need to have closer to 10 ounces per guy, and about 6 to 8 for each of the women. That's not what we did. We'd go get a pack of chicken breast. Oh, hey, that's a meal for everybody. No, that's not. We were all hungry, so we'd all snack a lot. So it's just, you got to learn to count your calories and figure out what calories you need. Instead of going from grocery back to what you eat, you need to go from calories to groceries to what you eat. So by that I mean you figure out what your calories you need are for the day, then you figure out what you're going to eat to fit in those calories, and then you eat, rather than buy what you can at the grocery store and fix that and then eat it. That's not the way to go. So I became sedentary 15 years ago. My appetite didn't desist because it still thought it needed to eat as if I were exercising, and that's not what happened. So I gained a lot of weight through college. I want to say I gained probably roughly 100 pounds during college. In high school I was around 220, 230, and then after college I was kind of I was around 330 or so, and then since then I've gained about 50 pounds. All of that just kind of snowballed into a 15-year weight gain, and there were times when I tried to lose weight in the middle of that, yeah. And as of today, I'm the lightest I've been in 3 years. I was almost 400 pounds. So where I am now is that I'm trying to reverse all of that, and I wouldn't say it's 15 years of bad behavior, though. I'd say it's 30 years of bad behavior, because we did not eat appropriately even when I was in high school and middle school. So if I had lesson to something to say to moms out there or dads, whoever's feeding their kids, count your kids' calories too, because if you can control what they're eating a little better, they'll be healthier in the long run, and then hopefully that'll lead to them being in a better place in life. Let's talk about the normal things we talk about. Struggles this week. I had a couple days where I exceeded my calorie goals. I was a little more than I would like. I'm not gonna like stress out about it too much, because I still got some good results because I did the right things the other days of the week. So I was cold a lot for some reason. I don't know why. I think something with my metabolism was a little jacked up right now. And right now I feel pretty good. So I think having fasted like I did, this might do a reset there. Also, I was constantly hungry this week, and that's why I went over a couple days. So I don't know exactly what caused that, but my body was like in complete starvation mode most of the week. Successes, I did some really good stuff. I got up at 6:30 almost every day this week, but I do better when I wake up at 6:30 or 7 in the morning. So we're getting back into that. Got a lot of cleaning done by getting up early, so I'm kind of enjoying that process, getting some cleaning done before I start, but pretty much before I start work for the day. Hit my calorie goal most days this week. I also am drinking more water. I switched my hydro flask out for a 32-ounce Nalgene bottle, and is working much better. It's filling up twice a day is getting me 8 glasses of water, so I'm pretty happy about that. I started off this day in a fast. I started fasting Thursday night. I had my last full meal at 7 o'clock Thursday night, but I had a piece of cheese at 9 o'clock Thursday night for a snack, and I wasn't going to do that, but I did it. And because of that, I have to wait about 2 hours longer. But fortunately, that's only about 30 minutes away from now, so we're going to be in good shape. I'll have done a 36-hour fast in 30 minutes. I'll probably start cooking breakfast here in a little bit. That way I can eat right after this. But I'm pretty pleased with the results from that, and I'm very happy I did it, because it was hard. And the discomfort was worth it, and I think it was a good thing for me to do. I might start doing this more regularly. Maybe my next monthly fast, I do like just a 24-hour fast where I eat breakfast Friday and just fast until breakfast the next day. I think the first 24 hours are harder than the last 12 is what I found. So we're gonna try that for my next monthly weigh-in to see where I am. So I'm pretty pleased with this. Groceries this week, I'm traveling, so I kind of didn't stock up as much, but I bought some chicken breasts and some pork tenderloin. I'm going to cook a little bit of the stuff so that I can make sure I have enough. We're going to get, I think Wednesday night is the night I'm going to be traveling to visit family, so I'm likely going to cook just enough to last till Wednesday, and then I will grocery shop when I get there, so that I can have I'll have food for the next couple of days, because I'm going to be down there till like the first of the year or something like that. So we got broccoli, green beans, this fresh bacon that was on sale. It was $4.99 a pound, which is pretty good really for the nicer bacon, so I'm pretty pleased with that. We'll be eating that this week. I'm excited. It's a thick cut, kind of fresh cut bacon, as opposed to the packaged bacon, and I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'm going to be eating some of that here in a little bit. And of course, I think what I'm going to end up doing is trying to have a smaller portion of rice for each meal. That way I can have, I'm trying to hit 1,800 calories for the next 2 weeks. With the exception of Christmas Day. So, because I want to try to get down as much as I can. The idea being that I'll be sub 350 by the beginning of the year, which would be phenomenal. That would be awesome. So, inspiration this week, I'm going to throw out Paul Herrell out there. I've been watching Paul Herrell's YouTube channel for 3 years. Is a fantastic channel. It's not health related, but it's gun related channel. But the guy is ex-military. He's in great shape. I like a lot of his opinions. And something that he's very famous for, in my opinion, is really promoting that you should do what's best for you in your circumstances for when you're deciding on what to do in general. I mean, if you're gonna, most of the time his is from a perspective of purchasing a firearm, and you want to, he might say something like, hey, you should you should work with what's legal in your state, what's best for your circumstance, and what's best for the situation you intend to use it. And what he also will caveat that with what's best for him is not necessarily best for you. And I think that applies to a lot of things, and especially with weight loss is something that I try to advocate is, what works for me is not going to work for somebody else. A good example is my sister has a little bit of an intolerance for almonds. I substitute all my milk for almond milk now, and she probably can't do that just because she has an almond intolerance. So that's why I think you need to do what's best for you. You need to find the healthy things that work for you and use those, because what's available to you, what's not, might not be available to me. And vice versa. What you're allergic to, you got allergies to deal with. Tastes, I mean, honestly, if your food's not tasting good, you probably need to do something different, because you're not going to last very long if you don't make your food taste good. Prime example, I have a green bean recipe I follow. Yeah, it's a little more in calories and a little more fat, but it tastes phenomenal, and I don't mind eating that every day. I also do the same thing with my broccoli. I have a way to cook those, and it tastes good to me, so I'll continue to do that. So, but then again, I would definitely recommend checking out Paul Herrell if you're remotely interested in firearms, or if you just want to see some stuff. I would actually recommend, if you're bored and you have about an hour and a half, check out his Thanksgiving specials. They are fantastic. They're a little more unedited, which is fine, but they're very entertaining. The dude is extremely sarcastic, so be aware of that. And definitely check his channel out. Today, the weigh-in went well. We are down another 6.5 pounds almost. I stepped on this morning, and I am 351.4, which means we have lost almost 32 pounds in the past 3 months, which is fantastic. I am extremely excited. And I think it's in a large part due to me honestly, probably a large part due to me fasting over the past 24 hours, or 36 hours or so. But some things I like to really mention here is this is the lightest I've been in 3 years, maybe 4 years actually, because when I checked, the last time I weighed less than 351 pounds, around 351 pounds was 2017. So this has been fantastic, and that also means I'm only 1.5 pounds off of the 350 mark. So it's very realistic for me to get into that 349 pound category, get under 350 before the end of the year. So I'm pretty excited about this. But there's a lot of things that'll be coming with this, so hopefully things will go well. I'm excited. Today is going to be a little more of a cheat day, just because we had the fast, and then but I think the rest of the week, with the exception of Christmas Day, I'm going to do 1,800 calories, and then I'll probably do the same for the following week. The following week I might actually do like 2,400 the first 2 or 3 days, just to kind of isolate out, and then maybe like 1,800 calories a couple days, and then the last day I'll do I might fast after breakfast on the Friday before So that'd be the first, so the Friday before Christmas, before I weigh in for the first time at the beginning of the year. So anyway, thank you very much for tuning in again. We'll probably do a Christmas special just because I like to weigh in on the holidays and give y'all some fun tips or something like that so that you can enjoy your holiday and watch a little bit of myself. I'll try to weigh in on Christmas Day, which will be interesting. Or, well, not Christmas Day, but the day after Christmas, so that'll be the 26th. So we'll weigh in then, and I'll also try to throw out a midweek update, even though I might not be able to. It might be a short one, just a short midweek update. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you have a fantastic Christmas and happy holidays for the rest of you folks. And I will see you on Saturday. Thank you. Bye-bye.